They are everywhere, in casinos, in bars, in ancient paintings. Simple rectangles of paper, colored red and black. But behind every deck of cards hides a mystery older than anyone can imagine. A game, born from war, faith, and fate. The story begins not in Las Vegas, but in China, more than 1,000 years ago. During the Tang dynasty, nobles played with slips of paper called leaf cards. They weren't for gambling, but for storytelling, a mix of symbols, fortunes, and legends. Each card told a fragment of a tale. Each shuffle changed destiny. By the 13th century, these mysterious paper games spread along the Silk Road, through India, Persia, and Egypt, until they reached the great empire of the Mamluks. Here, the first real playing deck was born. The suits were cups, swords, coins, and polo sticks, symbols of life, war, wealth, and nobility. And the kings? They weren't just rulers. They were reflections of the heavens, each representing a planet, a virtue, a god. When these cards finally arrived in Europe, everything changed. The symbols transformed. Cups became hearts, swords became spades. And the deck took on a new life. In France, the cards were redesigned into the pattern we know today. Hearts, clubs, diamonds, and spades. But what few people realize is that each suit was not random. It represented the structure of society itself. Hearts, the church, faith, and love. Clubs, the army, violence, and power. Diamonds, merchants and wealth. Spades, peasants and death. Every deck became a miniature universe, a reflection of the world as it was seen in the Middle Ages. The king stood for power, the queen for grace, and the jack for rebellion. And hidden inside the deck was a secret calendar. 52 cards for the 52 weeks of the year, 13 values for the lunar cycles. And when you add them all, 365, a perfect mirror of time itself. Some believe the deck was designed by monks who studied the stars. Others say it was the creation of magicians, a tool for divination disguised as a game. Because even then, people feared its power. To shuffle was to alter destiny. To play was to challenge fate. By the Renaissance, kings and nobles used cards not only to gamble, but to spy, to communicate, even to curse. Each hand dealt carried meaning, love, death, betrayal. And so the deck became both sacred and forbidden. When the church realized its influence, it tried to ban the cards. They were called the Devil's Book. But people kept playing, because somewhere deep down, humanity has always been drawn to chance. To the illusion that maybe, with one lucky hand, we could change our story. And that's why the deck of cards never disappeared. It evolved into games, into fortune-telling, into art. From Chinese emperors to Egyptian warriors, from medieval monks to modern gamblers, it carried the same question through the centuries. Is this just a game or something that watches us back? Subscribe before your next hand is dealt.